Hello friends, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sana, mrs.perfectly.imperfect.keto, where being perfect is overrated and being imperfect is appreciated. Today is Tuesday, it is April 25th, and currently today I'm actually celebrating my 115th day of doing the carnivore way of eating. So that means come this weekend, I will actually be celebrating 4 months. It went by super fast as far as just this weekend being 4 months worth of just the carnivore way of eating, just completely transforming my life and my health. I did create a YouTube short, but I am also going to just kind of add a clip in here of simply just showing, because I am not jumping on the scale. I really just feel like when it comes to the number on the scale, that does not define me. I don't have any issues with others, sharing their victories when it comes to each scale victory that they're having. That is simply their decision. If they want to share that information, that's on them. But as for me, I feel like the scale only shows a certain data, and I just don't feel like the scale should define my victories on this journey, because I definitely want to make sure that my body is visually showing me as well as physically showing me that I am truly healing. The weight loss is not all that it is to me. I know what it feels like to have rapid weight loss. When I was on that ketogenic way of eating, 15 months in, I had over 100 pounds that I lost in 15 months. Trust me, I know what it feels like to have such rapid weight loss, but guess what? My body was not healing. I was not doing the method that was best for me. And that is why ultimately at the end of my second year of my ketogenic journey, going into my third year, ultimately I started getting sick. Ultimately, my body started fighting back by putting on pounds. That resulted in a 42-pound weight gain. So currently right now, I am feeling amazing. I have never felt better. So I'll definitely show you all that before and after. So the before is simply going to be January 1st, when I first started the carnivore way of eating. And it's going to be this morning. I had took a photo for you all because I did have some that have simply asked me what my weight is currently, if I've checked my weight. And it came from a positive place, so I don't want anyone to feel like anyone was trying to negatively hound me for my weight. But I just kindly told the person I am staying away from the scale. The last time that I weighed myself was after my 60 days of the triple B&E journey that I was on from January until March. And I have not gone on the scale ever since then. And I do not have any plans of going on the scale. I want to be able to judge my body as far as I am healing, ultimately having fat loss, as my body goes through those stages. I want to see how I feel. I don't want a number on the scale to judge what my goal is. So do I have a goal weight in mind? I do not have a goal weight in mind. I want to see how I feel at that given stage, or, possibly to see how I feel in my clothes. That is my goal, is to judge that way and not have the number on the scale dictate what my goal is going to be, or if my goal is accomplished. So I will share those pictures because that will be my gauge of the replacement of not going on the scale. I'm going to go ahead and get into what I'm going to have for my 1 meal a day dinner. So as you all know, my family is still doing a keto way of eating, just as they've been doing for the past 4 years now. They have started as of the end of March, as well as a lot of this month of April. They have gotten into eating more meat heavy keto. And a lot of days out of the week, they are pretty much eating carnivore with the including of the dairy that a lot of carnivores would incorporate. So today we are simply just going in with these skirt steaks. And I did share this on my shopping haul. I will go ahead and I will add that in the cards. That way you can see all the specifics as far as the packaging information that I shared. I just simply purchased this from Sam's Club. And as I mentioned the other day, when we did those air fried steaks for the meal over the weekend, we did have one remaining bone-in ribeye. So I'm going to definitely go ahead and put this in the air fryer as well. And together we will go ahead and cook and sear up these skirt steaks. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything prepped and ready. That way we can just simply go ahead and get right into searing the skirt steaks. And I'm going to simply just go ahead and put the steak in the air fryer. That way it can go ahead and cook in the meantime as we are working on these skirt steaks. My friends, we are going to get right into searing these skirt steaks. I first wanted to show you all my family. I should say my husband as well as the teenager. They are not crazy about when it comes to the fatty bits, when it comes to steaks. So I actually have 2 bony pieces here, if you can see. You'll definitely see it on my plating up later on, but I have 2 pieces of fatty, bony meat that is left from the ribeye steaks. So I will definitely be air frying these and enjoying them as a side dish on my plate. So I just wanted to show that to you all. So definitely do not toss that fatty goodness. If you do not like the texture of the fat, try air frying it. If you do not have an air fryer, if you have bacon grease, if you have lard, if you have beef tallow, even butter, fry it up in your pan and do not waste, because I bet you will taste the difference and you will actually enjoy that fat instead of it being the soft fat that you're eating to have it crispy. I think you'll surprise yourself. I think you will really enjoy it if you just crisp it up. I know for some it's a texture issue. All right, so we're gonna go in with some of our Wagyu beef tallow. I'm simply adding this in because I want to get a nice sear. Not only get a nice sear, but we also want to be able to get just a nice flavor on this meat. And when I tell you, this Wagyu beef tallow definitely allows for that flavor to be locked in when you're using it for cooking your meats. So it's not changing the flavor of your meat at all, but it is allowing that flavor to be enhanced even more. So you're still getting that great meaty flavor. All right, so my oil is hot. So what I did was I simply just cut the skirt steaks in half because the length that they were, it's definitely not going to fit in my pan here. It is still pouring rain. We've actually had rain, downpouring of rain for the past 2 weeks now. So I am just gonna go ahead and still use my non-stick pan, and I'm not going to find any issues with it, and I'm not going to have any complaints about it because it still gets done what I need for it to get done for me. All right, so as you can see, we do have a nice sizzle there. So it's not an out of control popping sizzle. Currently right now, I have the heat at medium to high. So we're gonna wait until this gets a really nice color and sear on this other side. It does not take very long when it comes to the skirt steak. It's really just a quick sear that you're giving on both sides to make sure that it is definitely seared and to the optimal cooking, but you're also not wanting to cook it too long to dry it out, because this piece of meat, it definitely can dry out very easily if you were to overcook it or over sear it. All right, so I just gave it a little peek and we are doing really good. I'm just giving them a move around. That way the tallow can more so get underneath the pieces of meat here. All right, so we are looking really good. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give these a little bit more time. But this is a really great option for today. I know a lot of people on keto, carnivore, and even carnivore that are incorporating dairy still. Having skirt steak is a great option because it still allows you to do a Taco Tuesday. Simply what you're doing is you're not having the taco. I mean, you can do a cheese shell. I definitely do cheese shells for my husband and my kids on occasion, but you can most definitely do your own fajita, whether you do simply a platter version and just put everything on your plate and have a full-on platter with the skirt steak meat, have yourself some cheese, some sour cream. If you're doing ketovore, obviously you can go in with some salsa or guacamole, or even just having it as avocado. So you definitely have endless possibilities when it comes to Taco Tuesday. We never restrict ourselves to just considering it a taco day. We definitely think out the box and simply just do Tex-Mex is what we end up doing. All right, so it is now pretty much cooked. We're just looking for a really nice sear on this other side here. So we're just gonna give it just a little bit more time to accomplish that sear. But I really wish the rain held up. That way I was able to do this on my Blackstone, because I know the searing would have been amazing on the Blackstone. So I was really looking forward to it. We did need the rain because our area has been really dry these past few months. So we definitely needed that rain that we have gotten these past 2 weeks, and that we're going to continue actually getting for throughout the week. All right, so we are almost there with the sear. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you all this other side here. So as you can see, we have that beautiful sear. So this is really good for as far as pan searing. especially using a nonstick pan. It's great that I can still accomplish getting that sear without having to worry that I need a cast iron, or if I can't go outdoors and use my grill. I'm still getting it done here. Is it perfect? No. But guess what? We are rocking the perfectly imperfect. So it's perfectly imperfect, and that is okay for us. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and allow this to sear on the other side. I'm going to basically do the same exact thing to these other two pieces that I have here. And we're also gonna wait on our steak that is currently in the air fryer. So once I have everything plated up, I will go ahead and I will show you my plate for my 1 meal a day dinner. All right, my friends, so here is some bonus footage. I simply just went ahead and finished up searing the skirt steak. So this is them completely done. So I simply just, after it got done, I poured all of that yummy, salty beef tallow that was left over in the pan. I simply just drizzled it all over the tops of the skirt steaks. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We do have a little bit of time before my husband gets home. That way we can go ahead and sit down and eat as a family. So I just wanted to be sure to update you all. So my plating up is coming up next. And this is why we can't grill, rain or shine, in Florida.
You hear it?
Yes, I hear it.
Okay.
But I'm recording it because people say that even in Florida.
Look right there.
I know,
Look
I see
Look
it.
in the glass. You hear it?
I know, but I'm recording it because people say that we should be grilling, rain or shine. All right, my friends, I do now have my food plated up. So as you can see, we pretty much have a hodgepodge here. So let's go through everything. So I do have here the skirt steaks. I just have two pieces. One is, fairly small on that end there. But I do have two pieces of that here. I do have some of the shish kebabs from yesterday, so I have two pieces. So I'm trying to go through some of the leftovers. We had 4 in total that was leftover. I do have some pats of butter here. And here I have those 2 bones that I showed you all earlier that is simply left over from my family's air fried bone-in ribeye steak. And I simply just have the one from tonight that I simply just took off from their steak. That way I can definitely enjoy that because they definitely do not want the bony fattiness, but I will definitely enjoy it. So this is what I'm going to go in with for this Tuesday. I may go in with some more of the kebabs or even the skirt steak, but I'm going to go ahead and work on this to see if that's all it takes for me to get comfortably stuffed. So I'm going to go ahead and dig in while it is still hot. I want to thank you all for joining me on this Tuesday. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. Take care, friends.